Good day everyone, I'm Lawrence Aaron B. Bayani. I'm going to discuss about macroeconomics and how it affects on our everyday lives. Most people think economics is all about money, but actually it is about how people, business, and the government make decisions because our resources are limited. Every day we experience macroeconomics through the prices, food, transportation, jobs, and even all overall economy of our country. Now, let's go to my PowerPoint in 3, 2, 1. So hello guys, nandito ako. So what is macroeconomics? Macroeconomics is studied the economy as a whole, focuses on economic growth, inflation, unemployment, and national income, and lastly affect the daily lives of every citizen. So in simple words, macroeconomic help us understand why the economy changes. For example, bakit tumataas ang presyo ng gasolina, pagkain at pamasahe. Why do some people easily find jobs while others struggle? The government also uses macroeconomics to create policies that improve in the economy and the quality of life of the people. So next slide. Now let's talk about scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. So scarcity means our resources like money, time, material are limited, but our wants are unlimited. Kahit gusto natin yung bili ng maraming bagay, hindi natin lahat kayang bilhin because sa resources natin kay limited lang siya. Choice. Because of scarcity, we need to make choice. We have to decide what is more important based on our needs and budget. So next, opportunity cost. Every choice, no, they have opportunity cost, which means the next best thing that we have to give up. For example, a student spent 500 pesos on gym supplement instead of buying new school supplies. Imbis na magbili yung student ng school supplies niya, bibili siya ng gym supplement. So, ang opportunity cost niya doon is the school supplies. So, this shows that every decision as a trade-off. So, next slide. So, now let's discuss how we measure the country economy. The first one is GDP or gross domestic product. Ang GDP is a service produced within a country during specific period. Next is GNP or gross national product. Unlike GDP, no, GNP is kahit nasa inside or outside of the country sila, maka-income pa rin sila. Work pa rin sila, maka-produce pa rin sila ng income kahit nasa inside or outside sila ng country. So, ang national income is yung isang individual na tao na ilan yung income niya sa country niya. Indicator help us how whether the economy is improving or slowing down. So, kapag mataas ang GDP or national income, mas maraming business ang kumikita, mas maraming trabaho, at mas maganda ang takbo ng economy. Next slide. This explain how money continuously flowing in the economy or how money moves in the economy. Sa household, ang mga tao ay nagtatrabaho or nagli-labor para magkapera or magkasweldo. Pag may kita na sila, no, mostly nag-grocery sila or bumibili ng mga goods at services na binibenta ng mga businesses. Kapag may bumibili, kumikita naman ang businesses, nagamit nila ang kinita para magpasahod sa mga empleyado, bumibili ng mga kailangan sa production, at pagpatuloy ang kanilang mga operasyon. Money keeps flowing from businesses through household, through wages, and then from household back to business through spending. So, ang result niya, money continuously circulates, keeping economy active, no? Slide tayo. Inflation naman is continuously increase in the prices of goods and services, reduce purchasing power. Dati ang presyo ng bigas mababa. Tapos pagka next year, tumaas na bigla. So the problem of inflation in our money can buy fewer products. On the other hand, unemployment happens when people are willing and able to work but can't find jobs. No? When unemployment is high, money families struggle because of have less income to pay for food, education, housing, and other basic needs. Ang effects niya, higher cost of living, lower household income, reduced consumer spending. So next, economic growth means that increasing in production, goods and services in a country over time. When economy grows, business become more successful and start expanding because of that. They need to hire more employees, which creates more jobs opportunities for people. As more people get employed, they earn higher income, so they have more money to spend on their daily needs and even their wants. Another benefit of economic growth is better infrastructure. The government collects more taxes from businesses and workers, which can be used to build better roads, bridges, school, hospital, and transportation. So next, let's look a simple real-life example. A Filipino family during inflation. The father owns a small sari-sari store while the mother works in the office. Because of inflation, the prices of products from suppliers increase. The father also need to increase the prices in his store. However, dahil sa inflation, lahat ng ginabenta ng father sa kanyang sari-sari store nagmahal. Tapos ang mga nagbibili, konti na lang ginabili nila dahil mahal na yung ginabenta sa sari-sari store. The family also spends more on grocery, transportation, and electricity. Mas marami pa silang ginabili like grocery nila, tapos ang transportation nila, tapos ang electricity. Since their budget is limit, they decide to postpone buying a new motorcycle and focus first on paying their monthly expenses. Dahil sa budget nila, nag-decide sila, dyan pupunta yung scarcity and choice. Nag-decide sila na hindi muna sila mabili ng bagong motorcycle, kundi ipangbayad nila na lang yun sa mga monthly expenses nila. This situation shows that scarcity because of money is limited, and it shows choice because they have to prioritize their needs, and it shows opportunity cost because they gave up buying the motorcycle and pay for more important expenses. And if the economy improve and more business open, the parents can earn more income, more jobs become available in the country, and GDP and national income also increase. So dahil doon, more job opportunities sila, higher income, business sale improve, kasi mas inuna nila yung mga kailangan nila kaysa yung motorcycle na yon. And GDP and help us economy works and how it affect on our daily lives. Scarcity remind us that resources are limited, so we need to make wise decision. And GDP, GNP, and national income measures the country economic performance. Yung gina-measure nila kung ano yung performance ng country. The circular flow of income explain how money moves between household and businesses. Inflation and unemployment directly affect our purchasing power or job opportunities. And lastly, economic growth creates more jobs, increases income, and improve the quality of life of everyone. For everyone. Sorry. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope this presentation helped to understand that macroeconomics is not just about numbers. It is something we experience every day through the prices we pay, the jobs we have, and the decision we make. So, thank you, and I'm ending this video. Please like and subscribe. Keep safe.